The research says that can be as little as 10 minutes. So we're not talking, hey, where do you find 2 hours?
Yeah, 10 minutes per day. Actually, one researcher found that that's what the couples that were thriving that she looked at were doing, spending 10 minutes a day. Hey, it's Greg and Aaron, and today we're sharing one aspect that is absolutely key to your marital satisfaction. We're talking about building and maintaining a friendship with your spouse.
Yeah, and while we're here, you know what, we'd love to hear from you. So if maybe you have a comment or a question even, just throw that into the comment sections. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos. We want to see your marriage thrive in Christ.
Tip number 1, laugh together often. It seems so simple, and really it is, and it has such a profound impact on the overall environment of your marriage.
Yeah, I think one of the benefits of when we have those moments to where we're laughing or just being playful, having some fun together, that it creates a real lighthearted connection, because we need all kinds of connections within our marriage. I mean, we need to have moments that either we're making a decision or working through conflict. So we need to connect around those things. There needs to be serious talks to where we're just exploring, hey, what was that like for you when that happened? Or tell me about this aspect of your childhood. All those connections are important, including just this lighthearted, we need to have fun connection with each other.
So how do we do this? Share funny stories. That's what we do when we speak. We talk about the funny things that have happened to us, as well as tell jokes, watch a comedy, whatever it is that you see infuses your relationship with laughter.
You know, you say jokes, you'd never ever laugh at my jokes. So maybe jokes aren't your thing. Maybe I just poorly tell jokes.
Well, I always say I appreciate Greg's sense of humor 98% of the time. The other 2% of the time, I'm like, seriously, I do appreciate and enjoy the laughter in our marriage. It's one of my most favorite things about our marriage.
And I'll give you a joke. So here's a free one for you.
Oh, boy.
So you know you're getting old when your wife asks you to go upstairs to be intimate, and you realize you can only do one of those things.
And that's the
good.
2%
Oh,
that I
come
was
on.
talking about. 98% of the time, I appreciate that. That was in that 2% range.
Try that one out tonight. You will thank me later.
So tip number 2, men and women experience friendship differently. Men often enjoy friendship through shared connection, doing something together, where women often experience friendship through deep connection or intimate conversation.
And this was huge for me as a young husband. I didn't know this. And so I would invite you to, sit down and watch a football game with me. Let's go out and shoot hoops. Now, I will brag on Erin for a second. So time out here for 1 second. She's an incredible basketball player.
Well, I used
when we
to
were
be.
dating, we would go to the local park, and we'd take on guys, me and Erin, and I just would give her the ball. You would just shoot the three. It was beautiful. That's when I fell in love with her, because she would just destroy people.
Yes, and we were
at
doing
basketball.
something together. And so you're so right. For you, it's very different than it is for me. I enjoy doing things together, but I feel so much more connected and intimately connected with you if we're having deep conversation.
Yeah, and that never made sense to me, because that's not how I experienced that connection, that intimacy. But now I get that. So I understand that, why you love to go to a coffee shop and just sit across from each other and look longingly into my eyes and just talk about those things. And I get that now. Whereas I would have probably tried to steer us towards something. Let's go watch a movie, or let's go for a hike, or whatever.
But we could do something together, say like shopping. You could come with me, and then we would be doing something together.
I guess as long as it involves food now, some sort of fruity smoothie or something, I could probably do that. No, I know you love that. I'll never forget the time that I went shopping with Erin, and I've learned, to bring like a book with me. I'm sure I could have a Kindle and it'd be digitally, but I like to hold a book. So I'm reading a book and I hear her scream. This is in a shop, some store. So I run over thinking I've got to fight someone. I don't know, maybe she's fighting with someone over the last item, only to find out that this particular bargain store, like if you offer to pay for the last item of whatever the thing is, it rings up as 1 penny. And so the shoes you were buying came up as 1
That
penny.
was
So
the
she
most
screams out
exciting
like
moment
she's
ever.
being, assaulted or something. So, but you're right. I mean, we've learned how to blend those things together.
So a fun shared experience can be attending one of our Resist the Drift events. We have so much fun, and we really equip couples on how to resist that natural drift that can happen in marriage.
Yeah.
And how do we find each other again? How do we reconnect?
Yeah, none of us wants to feel like married roommates. And we're going to show you how to not let that happen in your relationship in a really fun way. We promise you're going to do a lot of laughing.
So tip number 3, take an interest in your spouse's interests. We have such an amazing opportunity to sacrifice and really step into our spouse's world through experiencing what they enjoy. What are they interested in?
Because usually it's going to be very different, very opposites. What I'm interested in, usually very different. So when you say a sacrifice, I mean, that makes sense. Like I love to fish. I love to go antique shopping, and those aren't necessarily your things, but I love it when you do those with me. I think what it does is it sends a message that you are valuable, and even though that's not an interest of mine, you are an interest of mine, and so I want to participate and be a part of these things that bring life, bring some excitement. Man, when I'm listening to the water, and sitting there fishing, I mean, that is bringing so much life to me. And again, you're probably not going to grab a pole and jump in. Although maybe we can put it in the comment section below, is that I have a picture of her catching a fish. So
Well, I not just caught one, I caught 3.
That's true.
In a very short amount of time.
Like you outfished me that day.
I think I did.
That's the word. Like I love and I know how to do that, and then you outfish me. But it's just that message that you matter, and what you are interested in matters.
And even taking an interest in your spouse's career. I know when I come home after a long day of seeing clients, it is so nice when Greg asks me, like, hey, how are your clients? Of course, I can't share details of names or identity, but I can share general concepts of this is what I'm seeing, or this is what was hard for me. And it's so amazing to come home and just debrief of this is what was difficult, this is what was good, this is what I saw, this is what I did.
I love that, because I love hearing about what's going on and what the issues that you're hearing about. Of course, a lot of them is about the husband that I usually feel like you're talking to me. Oh, I get what you're doing now. I do love hearing about that. And it's fun to take that interest. I mean, we already talked about bargain shopping. And so it's figuring out whatever these interests are, how can I join in?
Yeah.
Because you matter.
Tip number 4, don't overcommit yourself. When we look at your calendar, we can tell if your priorities are mismanaged.
We'll know. Because this is the big deal. I mean, we've heard like the old statements, people spell love T-I-M-E. I mean, there's just a reality of going, I can say to you all day long, you're my priority. I love you. I love being with you. But if we're not carving out time for each other, we have to have that quality time. We even need that quantity of time. And so this isn't about, feeling guilty. Well, I'm so busy, I don't have enough time. It's just looking at, are we being intentional to make sure that we're having some good time together to connect?
And be creative. I think of our 17-year-old daughter. Last night she asked me, Mom, are you happy? And I was like, yeah, I think I'm happy. And she said, you just have so much going on. And I said, well, do you feel like a priority? And she said, yeah, I do. And I love that, because I do have a lot going on in this season. And I'm sure some of you are going, yeah, what do I cut out? Like none of this can be cut out. I have 4 small children. I'm not going to drop one of them off so I have more time. So it really is being creative. Like this morning, I got up.
Gotta let one of you go.
Yeah, sorry. We've decided
we'll
we don't.
Vote here in just a
we've
little
decided
bit.
we don't want children. So sorry.
That's awful.
Yeah, but even this morning, before I came here to focus today, I took Annie to Chick-fil-A. It was just an opportunity to connect, and you can do the same thing with your spouse. How can you be creative with your spouse and pursuing a friendship with them?
Yeah, in what we've found is, again, when Aaron and I have that intentional time, we're making sure that we're asking questions that are more inner life, we really have to guard and protect that time, one, against conflict, but also against administrating our marriage. And just to make sure that we're not only talking about tasks and to-do lists and who's picking up what kid and all that stuff, that you've got to talk through that stuff. We get it. But there has to be some times where we're saying, man, we are carving this out and we are protecting it from conflict and from administrating. And we're just going to explore, like, how you feeling? Or, what was the high of your day, low of your day? Those kinds of conversations really maximize those times. And the research says that can be as little as 10 minutes. So we're not talking, hey, where do you find 2 hours?
Yeah, 10 minutes per day. Actually, one researcher found that that's what the couples that were thriving that she looked at were doing, spending 10 minutes a day, just talking about inner life stuff, like you're saying. What are you feeling? What are your fears? What's stressing you out? What's God teaching you? All the stuff that's happening on the inside.
So tip number 5, put your cell phones down. Now, this comes between all of us, but it really threatens our marriage connection.
And our spouse deserves better than us staring at our phone. Oh, wait, hold on. Or your watch, because we are literally diverting.
You literally were just doing that.
Diverting our eyes down, and we're not making good eye contact. It's so important for them to get our full, undivided attention.
The reality is we have phones. We're going to look at our phones, and we're not telling you to stop doing that. The key is this, is to recognize that throughout the day, there are sacred connection moments. Like when we're laying in bed at the end of the day, that has high connection potential. So if both of us are sitting there on our cell phones, we've just let that moment go by. So we're not saying get rid of the cell phones. We're just saying recognize those moments that have high connection potential when we're sitting at the dinner table, if we're, on a walk together, or maybe we go to grab some coffee. Just recognize, those are the moments, these sacred connection moments that we really want to protect.
So remember, friendship is important in your marriage. Think about it. Most couples started as friends and then built on that, built a romantic relationship. So friendship is going to be the long-standing component of a strong marriage. So thanks for watching, and comment below on which tip you're going to focus on, especially over the next week.
Yeah, and if you found this information helpful, go ahead and like the video. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos to help your marriage thrive in Christ. When your wife asks you to go upstairs and be intimate, and you realize you can only do one of those things. There you go.
Does that meet our, I don't know that that's our audience.
It meets us. Come on.
What do you think? Is anyone going to come for us for that?
You can cut it out if you want.